Another mysterious disappearance? A planet full of gladiators, thinking colorful muffins, and a wager that endangers the lives of 400 people will make its place in the Gamesters of Triskellion in our next How Bad Was This Episode? Hey there, intergalactic friends! Welcome back to Boldly Gaming, where we boldly go where no gamer has gone before. The Gamesters of Triskellion is the kind of episode that, in my opinion, it's so bad, it's good. It's entertaining, sometimes infuriating, but it certainly brings many reactions in its 50-minute runtime. We get everything in this episode. Bad acting, shiny costumes, falling wigs, awesome eyebrows, shirtless captains, useless weapons, talking muffins, you name it. Will Kirk lose his shirt this time? Will he seduce the hottest woman in the cast? Will McCoy complain of everything? One thing's for sure though, no one will give a shit about Prime directives. We'll have our usuals, along with some long time no scenes. But wait, before I continue, remember that you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also check my social networks, and if you want to see the full reaction to this episode, uncut, uncensored, and ad-free, you can also help my channel in the process, by the way. You can become a Patreon or a YouTube member, and all the links will be in the description box below. Our episode begins with the mysterious disappearance of Kirk, Chekhov, and Uhura after a distress call. Our fearless trio ends up in Triskellion, the planet of gladiatorial games. Not to be confused with Blophoria, the planet of sensible card games, or Gambitopia, the planet of serene chess matches. Nope. Is the arena where personal freedom is just another prize. Because who needs freedom when you can have a giant seam ripper and questionable fashion choices? I'm looking at you, Luc Besson. As soon as they appear on this mysterious planet, they are greeted by the Halloween party rejects. We have the medieval stuff, the toothy giant, the brows lady, and Lady Gaga's doppelganger. Chekhov, as always, takes on the biggest guy, having absolute no impact on the fight. Somebody just, let him borrow one of those Jackie Chan movies. Phasers and inconvenience to 50-minute long episodes stop working, as always, and let the story continue. Unarmed and subdued, our heroes are now introduced to Gald, the Master Thrall of Triskellion, a mix between Emperor Ming and Aang from Avatar. Now, according to IMDb, Joseph Ruskin, the actor that portrayed Gald, used the technique to walk around where it gives the illusion of being floating around, as if he had other means of mobility. It's a shame they actually decided to show his feet though. After making them wear colors of Avidians, they are taken to these fashionable and personalized pink cages. As soon as they try to escape, Gull turns to superhero mode and causes them excruciating pain through the collar. On the Enterprise, Scotty informs Spock about the teletransporter not functioning correctly, and then McCoy, Spock, and Scotty will just spend the rest of the episode wondering where could they possibly be. From this moment on, McCoy becomes obnoxious and useless, and Scotty only useless. Back in Triskellion, Uhura is the first one to receive her Thrall trainer, and boy does he take advantage of it. We can't really see what happens, but it's clear my beloved Uhura put up a fight with a pitcher like a badass. It's also time to meet Kirk's trainer, and if you thought he was gonna get the toothy giant, well, guess again. He gets the hot chick, Lady Gaga's double. And her name, by the way, is Shauna, and she was portrayed by the beautiful Angelique Petitjean. Now, I thought I was the only one who saw the resemblance with Lady Gaga, but then I just got over it. Kirk seems quite disappointed he didn't get the same treatment as Uhura, since Lady Shauna Gaga, sits down like a moody teenager. Did Chekhov get the toothy giant? Nope. He gets pampered by Brows Lady. Back in the ship, our guys are still clueless and simply not getting anywhere. McCoy's particularly negative and bitches every single time Spock suggests or executes a plan of action. I don't know, Bones, go slap another pregnant woman or something. It's time for our heroes to start their practice, and they use this poor Thrall as target practice. Uhura refuses to harm the man, nice boxers by the way, their target face, but it is forbidden to disobey orders, so Kirk, as always the hero, takes Uhura's place to get punished. Now he gets the toothy giant. He'll perform the punishment while everyone else just sits down and watch. After a few minutes of fighting, Kirk brings the giant's wig down to his brows, and then's when we get to hear the minds behind all this. The providers.
1,000 Quatloos! 1,050 Quatloos!
They start betting Quatloos, whatever the F they are, on our trio, and as a reward, their Vidian's colors turn to red. By the way, Kirk's shirt? Total. That's why it's missing when Kirk and Shana Gaga are out running by some ruins. What was it, a fabric shortage in the 23rd century? The shirt had its own contract and got more days off? Mind you, that shirt has got more days off than I have. Is Triskellion short on costumes? Couldn't they just give him an aluminum foil shirt? A fur top? Something? Kirk seduces Shana Gaga and explains concepts like liberty and love. Shana only knows captivity and a life without the loved ones, as they all die sooner or later.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
And yeah, I need to say their lines are cheesy, but if we can just look beyond how cheesy the lines and the acting is, it's kind of interesting to present these concepts to a person that has never heard or experienced freedom or love. How we as humans of the modern era take these concepts for granted, while not too long ago, they weren't even exactly human rights. Anyway, Shana Gaga feels uncomfortable with the conversation, or the lack of shirt, take your pick, but Kirk pushes this interrogation knowing that Big Brother's watching and Shana Gaga gets punished by his attempts. Kirk now realizes the damage is caused and demands to be punished instead of her. You know what? For the first time I agree with you. You should play the selfless hero this time because this was all your fault. The providers laugh at his compassion demonstration but allow Shana Gaga to live. Yeah, for some reason, the providers have allowed Shana to live and Kirk to go unpunished for trying to pry information from Gaga. But okay, I guess they're just too entertained. After almost losing Shana Gaga, Kirk takes this opportunity to make out some more until Gaul appears. After McCoy and Scotty almost commuting mutiny, we are back to the cages where Kirk and Shana Gaga argue some more. Shana wants another student, but Kirk seduces her again and then punches her in the face. WTF? I thought the providers were able to see it all, to intervene at will. No? Not this time? Okay. Chekhov tied his thrall, God knows how, and our trio escape through the yard, but Gaul appears and activates their obedience colors with his diamond's eyes. Spock and McCoy are about to beam down to the planet, but the Enterprise begins to malfunction as the providers take control of the ship and prevent them from landing. For some reason, the providers establish a three-way conference call, and now Kirk can hear the Enterprise and the providers at the same time. Turns out the Enterprise was lured by the providers, and now they want the entire crew to become Thralls at Triskellion. Kirk explains the Enterprise the situation and demands the providers to show themselves. Turns out the providers are just colorful mushrooms and their power source is hidden under the rocks. Providers need no bodies because of their mental superiority. Our debating champion challenged their pride, offering the ultimate bet. No more meaningless Quatloos, whatever the F they are. Let's bet lives. Which they have been doing so far by literally betting Quatloos on lives, but okay, let's go ahead. Kirk wages the lives of everyone on the ship against changing the entire planet, freeing the Thralls and provide them with education because we need to change the culture of this place. Prime directives, that's why. The providers considered this to be a fair bet and accepted. It's a shame they couldn't shake on it. So Kirk will have to fight 3 contestants to make this bet fair. The opponents will have to stay in the blue areas and he will have to stay in the yellow areas.
Touching an opposing color deprives a contestant of one weapon.
and every contestant needs to be killed to be removed from the game. Did I hear that correctly?
An opponent must be killed to be removed from the game.
Okay, gotcha. So now, Kirk has to fight the Templar Perv, the Toothy Giant, and oh, look at that, a Tellurian. If this giant Sim Reaper had any actual practicality, that Toothy Giant will be disemboweled here. But no, 6 seconds later, he saw that he just got punched in the gut with a pillow. Yeah, I think that rule about the yellow areas... Oh, yeah, that's his name on the title. Sorry, my bad. He finally uses the giant Sim Ripper and impales the Toothy Giant. Then he makes the Tellurian kill the Templar Perv, and then he injures the Tellurian. It is time to change our injured contestant, and Shauna enters the arena. Oh yeah, she's mad, she's pissed, and hell holds no fury like this sister over here. I mean, he seduced her, then got her punished, then seduced her again to knock her lights out.
He had it coming. He had it coming.
The Thralls, surrender!
No, honey. The contestant has to be killed to be removed. Oh, wait. Nobody else is gonna pick up on that? No one? Sure, guys? Okay, you can live then, I guess. So, did anyone tell the other guys that they could have just yielded and they didn't have to die? Without a death to finish the fight with the providers acknowledged their defeat and freed the Thrall. I really don't know why I was expecting more from a trio of gambling addicts. Kirk didn't kill Shauna, and now they had to let the Enterprise go, lose every single gladiator in Triskellion, educate them, feed them, and transform their society. These guys got conned by this guy. And once again, f*** Prime Directives. Shauna Gaga forgives Kirk for seducing her, having her severely punished, knocking her lights out, and abandoning her in the planet because...
There's so much you must learn here first.
You know, the average romance in the 60s. Our heroes leave Triskellion with this final shot unique for not including anyone from our regular cast in a rather melodramatic tone. So yeah, the Gamesters of Triskellion didn't receive many votes, but I can say it was that bad an episode as it got me very entertained, although sometimes for the wrong reasons. And I think that's the very definition of an episode that it's so bad it's good. Remember that you can watch my reaction to this episode becoming a patron or a YouTube member, and don't forget to start preparing your votes for season number 3. Most voted episodes will get reactions here on YouTube, so don't forget to vote for your favorites. So, did you have an Angelique Petitjohn poster in your room in your youth? Would Shauna Gaga have been a good addition to the Enterprise? I guess we will never know. Don't miss my reaction to Season 2, Episode 17, A Piece of the Action. And thank you for watching. God bless and bye-bye.